I was addicted to alcohol. I drank alcohol all the time, multiple days a week since I was 15. But the moment that God turned on the light, I broke the addiction in that moment. The same way that I saw it in that second is the way that I see it now. There was no desire for it anymore. It was like this. That's what I do when I speak on stages. I have to like do that because that's how it was. It was a new world. It was a new lens that I saw. But the interesting thing was, I didn't only change with alcohol. I changed my diet. I started exercising. I immediately started listening to podcasts and sermons every single day that day. And I never listened to them prior to that. So it was really interesting the way that God molded me in that moment. And he's allowing me to use my testimony, and it's so powerful. Back in the day, I used to tell God, please remove this anger, remove this addiction, please take it away. And then one day I heard God say, man, I can't take it away. I can't remove it, but I can repurpose it. Man, God wants to put us on the potter's wheel. He won't take clay out because it's all perfection. He knows what he's doing. In the book of John, Jesus sees a man who's paralyzed. And this is what he says to him. Do you want to be well? Ooh. Do you want to be well? This is what Jesus asked him. So basically what he's saying is, have you suffered enough? Have you suffered enough? And guess what the guy's reply is? The guy doesn't say, yes, Jesus, I've suffered enough, help me. Nah, that's not what dude says. This is what Jesus says. Do you want to be well? And the man says this, well, nobody will help me. I don't know what to do. He's making excuses. The dude's making excuses like every single one of us has done. But guess what Jesus said to him? Man, get up. You're well. Oh, and while you're at it, take that mat that you've been sitting on for 38 years. What's he saying? Don't forget to take your testimony with you. Take your testimony with you so everybody can see what I did. So allow us, every single one of us, to embrace the suffering that we've been through. We don't want to stay there. No, we don't. But let us embrace it just to know this is a part of my testimony. And this is just temporary. Everything in life is temporary. The highs in life, they're temporary. They come down. The problem is the lows in life, people forget that those are temporary too. Man, it's so sad when we see people commit suicide because they made a permanent solution for a temporary problem. Such a great quote. Never make a permanent solution for a temporary problem. Think about a high time in life that you've had. We always came down. Think about a low time in life. It always will pass. There's never been a storm in life that did not pass. So I encourage anyone who's listening right now who has those thoughts, man, reach out to people. This amazing podcast and rehab facility, please call us. We love you. I love everybody. God's telling me, I want you to love everybody. Show compassion to everybody on the streets. God just deposited this in my heart the other day because we don't know people's stories. I'm walking by tons of people a day. I don't know your story. So I need to show compassion because you might be suffering, especially the guy in the suit with the great smile or the woman who on the outside looks beautiful. They're suffering. Everybody's suffering in silence these days. We have to find a safe place, a men's group, a women's group, a rehab facility. We all need a safe place. Stop putting on the mask. We're all walking around with these masks on. Find a place to take your mask off, a safe place. It's so important.